Welcome. Ooh, I'm a little hungry. It's been, when did I have lunch last? After school, stomach grumbling. Looking for a snack, open the fridge in the kitchen, yeah, and I look in the back. Take a look at the foods, thinking what's good for me. I'm scanning all the shelves, and here's what I see. We got the apples, the carrots, the grapes and tomatoes. Yeah, but you know me, I'm reaching for the potatoes. I'll eat the whole darn thing. Yeah, I might even eat the skin. You know, a world without potatoes ain't a world I wanna live in. Yep, you know we're packing potatoes. Peep this pot of peckish people always packing potatoes. Flavor sweeps you off your feet just like a ton of tornadoes. See this pot of peckish people always packing potatoes. 50 spuds on the table, and I'm giving them a look. You know my brain's going wild. As I'm wondering how to cook them, I can slice them and dice them and mash them, put them in a pie, grab some beans and beef and veggies, make some chili cheese fries. If you got a good potato, it's not all rotten. Grab the butter, cream, and cheese, and then you got some au gratin. Or slice it nice and thin, place the spuds in the oven, bake for 30 at 400, and you got some chips for crunching. Dip in gravy, ketchup, mustard, barbecue, or Alfredo. Try some salsa, dill, French onion rings, some guac, or some queso. But I go and grab my deep fry. Gotta do this right and make that olive oil boil. Cause I keep it light and drop some pieces in the bath. Make a sizzle sound, wait for just a couple minutes to the golden brown. When I take a bite, it hits me like a giant bass drum. One crunch, I'm like, ooh, potato, yum, yum. Yep, you know we're packing potatoes. Peep this pot of peckish people, always packing potatoes. Flavor sweeps you off your feet just like a ton of tornadoes. See this pot of peckish people, always packing potatoes. Good morning, everybody, good morning. Good morning, friends. Hello, everybody, what's up? What's up? Hello, everybody, welcome. Charlie's here today. Happy Tuesday. Oh no, the next song plays. Oh god. Right when I thought we finally had an intro that pulled off without any problems. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? What's up, Natalie? Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Annalise. Good morning, Frog Slovenia. The country of Frog Slovenia has returned, and they're interested in geology. Glad to hear that, Frog Slovenia. You're in for a real treat. Is it echoing? Are you hearing some echoes? Oh, I hope not. Let me know if you guys hear some echoes. Is it echoing? Do you hear echoes or no? Echoing. What in the world is happening? Okay, let me see this. One sec. Why would there be an echo? Hello. It's an echo? Do you have two microphones going at once? I really don't think so. Oh no, I'm starting panicking now because this echoing has never happened before. Oh my gosh, goodness gracious. It's echoing. I like the new chat widget. Thank you so much. I'm in school. All right, I'm going to try to figure out this echoing real quick. I have no idea why this is going on. Okay, guys, bear with me real quick. Why would this be echoing? Let me look. One sec. My camera. When I turn the camera off, is it still echoing? Do you guys still hear an echo now? Hello. Do you have the Zoom room? It sounds like you're in an empty Wrigley Field. No. Wait, no echo when I turned the main camera off. Okay. But when I turn it on, there is an echo. On hide all. Hello. We did it. Ready? No echo. No echo. Is the echo should be gone now? Can you say confirm in the chat if the echo's gone? Confirm. Can I get some confirms in the chat if the echo is gone? Okay, guys. Ready? We're gonna redo the start of the stream. We're gonna do end of potato rap. Okay. Wait, ready?
A ton of tornadoes.
Ready?
See this pot of British people over
Okay.
packing
Ready? Here we are. Oh, welcome to the stream, everybody. A flawless beginning to a wonderful stream. Good morning, happy Tuesday. My name is Charlie. How's everybody doing today? And he turns off the music. Boom! Flawless. We're back. Good morning, Patricia. Good morning, Big Jim. Good morning, Grayson. Good morning, Diana. Welcome to the stream, Diana. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome, Diana. Who else we got? We got Natalie. We got Destiny. We got Julia. We got Piano. Congratulations, Piano, on 100 subs. Everybody, shout out Piano, 100 subs. We got Evan. Lily's here. All of our friends are here. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Tell me how your day is going. The Cosmic Potato is in the chat. Oh, what a delight. Always terrific to see the Cosmic Potato. Yeah, guys, let's get some W's in the chat for Piano. He hit an absolutely wonderful milestone this week and got 100 subs on his YouTube channel, which is absolutely terrific. Dubs in the chat for real. Hello, everybody who's in school. Hello, everybody who's joining us at home. Today, we have an excellent day. You guys might have already seen her in the chat. M. Gems is joining us today. M. Gems is a geologist all the way from the UK who will be joining us via video to talk about geology. She's a real-time geologist. We're going to be cracking open a bunch of these geodes and seeing what's inside of them. But first, she's going to kind of come on and we're going to be able to ask her some questions, which is going to be really cool because everybody, wow, Grayson, also, guys, let's just keep them rolling. Grayson, good job, 92% on your math test. Heck yeah, dude, crushing that math test. That's what we like to see. Hello, Kelly, how are you doing today? Everybody, how did last week go? I wanted to ask you guys how you thought last week's stream went with Emily Grassley and the brain dissection. I thought it went pretty well, but I will admit that I was a little bit distracted throughout the entire stream, dissecting the brain and talking to Emily. I didn't have a lot of time to check out the chat, so I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. Natalie says, last week was amazing. M. Gems is throwing dinos in the chat. What's up, Wyatt? How you doing? Kelly says, it was fun. Good. Yeah, it was gross. Definitely. Cosmic Potato, you're right. It was... My mic just went out. Okay, it's good. I thought she was able to bring like a lot of really interesting information that I had no idea. Well, that like I wouldn't have known otherwise. Like the consistency of brains is like a mousse or like a pudding rather than being like a firm rubberish thing. I thought it went really well. Yes, you were a bit distracted. Yes, Annalise, I was a bit distracted, but it was a bit fun to watch, so it worked out. I feel like the chat was a little neglected, but I still enjoyed having the guest. Yes, Piano, I 100% agree. I'm going to get better at checking out the chat when we have guests on, and we'll do a little bit more of a balance. I think I was really hyped that Emily was here, and I was dealing with a brain, which was kind of gross at the same time. So it was just kind of a lot. I seemed in love? No, Natalie, that's not the case. Emily is a nice friend of mine. I was in love with that brain probably because that was super great. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. That's why we decided to bring on a guest today. So it's going to be a good time. Hello, Jace. How's it going? What did you feel like when you touched it? When I touched it, it was super rubbery. The weird thing about that, oh, Juicel! Thank you so much, Juicel, with the great dono. Oh my gosh. Thank you, my friend. One sec. Thank you so much, guys. One sec. I was not prepared for this, so I have to change this real quick. $1 dono. Let's get some dubs in the chat for our friend. Thank you so much. All widgets, donation goal, recycle. How do I do this? One sec. Sorry, guys. Hold tight. Oh, shoot. What was the goal? I think it was it 60? I think it was 60. And where were we at? Oh, no. I think we have 6. Yes. Okay. So 2/15/2021. Okay. I think that's where we're at. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, all donations to the stream today, all donations to the stream always go to the materials that we use. Today, we are raising money for a giant beetle unboxing. So we're going to get a mystery box. I found a way to get a mystery box of 10 giant beetles, including a Hercules beetle, and I'm hoping to bring an entomologist on stream and teach us how to like mount them like in museums, like spread their wings and kind of put them on display in a nice way. But it's for like a giant beetle unboxing, giant Hercules beetles that are going to be about this long. It's going to be super cool. Live. Yes, we're going to do it live. And hello, Ann Beringer. Hello, Ann Beringer's class. Welcome. Annalie says, do you remember to clean the brain off your camera and computer and over everything you got the brain juice on? I got brain juice on everything last week. It was absolutely wild. I definitely had to do a lot of cleaning, and my entire room smelled like the preservative for like the longest time. This is what I was going to say when someone was asking what it was like to touch it. The craziest thing is when you opened that jar, the smell of the preservative like took over everything. Everything smelled like it for the longest time. So it felt like there was like brain preservatives in your nose for the rest of the day. It was absolutely crazy. Have you thought about having a pro musician on stream, says Piano? That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, maybe we'll have a music stream coming up. That'd be kind of cool. If you guys have any ideas about science projects that you think we could do coming up, I'm looking for ideas. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm all about it. But today we're coming up on the time. Hey, Emma, if you're here, you can feel free to jump in the stream voice chat, or we can get cracking already. Or if you're still getting things ready, no problem. We can always kind of chill out. Oh my gosh, on cue.
Or if you're still.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello, Emma. How's it going?
It's going really well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Do you have a camera? Do you want to go on video, or do you want to just do voice today? It's totally your call.
No, I'm happy for video.
Yeah!
Hi, everyone.
All right. Everybody, hello. Hello. Okay, everybody, this is my friend Emma. Emma, welcome to all of our friends in the chat. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, thank you. It's lovely to meet you all.
Yes, is it all right if I give you a brief intro real
Yeah,
quick?
please.
Do you have the stream open so you can watch the chat as it goes by?
I put it on my phone, so if I'm looking down, it's because I'm trying to read what people are writing as they post them.
Oh, absolutely terrific. Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. Everybody, today we were joined by a special guest. It's Emma, aka M-Gems. Emma is a geologist. She's getting her master's in geology. Is that correct?
That is correct.
She's getting her master's in geology. She's studying in the UK. She's also kind of like a science communicator online, similar to myself and all other people we talk to. We're going to spam your links in the chat. She's got a YouTube channel, spamming the YouTube channel right now. She's got an Instagram. I'm spamming the Instagram right now. Okay, Piano, I'm gonna ask that question. And then she's got a Twitter right here. And the great thing about Emma is Emma's like a real deal geologist. I think a lot of kind of science communicators online, or people who run science channels, kind of just talk about animals or something like that, and they'll use stock footage. When you watch Emma's stuff, that's not the case. Either she's at a vlog where she's on a beach finding ammonites, or she's showing off her hammers or her mineral collection and everything like that. Is that true, Emma?
Yeah, that's pretty much my channel summed up.
I think, guys, if this works with you, I was wondering if we could just kind of chat about what it's like to be a geologist and ask you some rock questions and things like that. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we have a bunch of these geodes to crack open, and I did absolutely zero research on how to properly do this. So I was hoping you can kind of walk us through that. Does that sound good? Oh, no, you froze. Are you showing us something? I feel like you're... Oh, terrific! Terrific! Geodes on hand.
Yeah, so I thought I would show one, but am I still frozen? Can you guys hear me okay?
You're good now. Yes, you seem to be good now.
I apologize. Probably my Wi-Fi over here isn't the best, so I do apologize if I disappear on you. But I thought I had one geode already cracked, so I thought I would share it with you guys if you wanted to see it. So this one is in fact an amethyst one, so you might be able to see the purple inside.
Oh, terrific. So amethyst geode describes a type of mineral inside of it. Is that correct?
That is correct. So with geodes, they're normally cavities or kind of like, it's almost like a bubble within the rock, either formed by gas or something like that. And then something fills it, probably water that's got different minerals dissolved in the water. So that's how you get the different types of minerals. So you can get amethyst, you can get quartz, which I believe are the ones that we might be seeing today. And they basically, over time, the water gets in these cavities or holes. And, over millions of years, that water becomes the crystals we see today.
Okay.
So it's really cool.
This is very key because I did not understand geodes until precisely this moment. So this this is a geode. It's hollow inside with crystals like that. So previously it was a hole inside a much larger rock, correct? And then water seeps inside with dissolved minerals. And eventually the water either evaporates or something like that, and the minerals start depositing on like the walls of the hole or the bubble, and then they form the crystals, which we have here, and then the rest of the rock erodes, and then it leads this?
Yeah, or you can they're kind of like nodules, so you can, whack them out as well. So they're found in many different environments, and their size can drastically change. So you can get geodes that are big enough to climb inside. So there's a few places where obviously probably not the best thing for general public to go into, because if you've seen a crystal before, they can be quite sharp. So if you go climbing all over them, it can be quite a dangerous activity. But if you research it, there's actually geodes that have crystals big enough for us to like climb on, to put it in perspective.
Have you ever climbed in such a geode?
I have not. I would love to, but not yet. Hopefully at some point I'll manage it.
Kelly is wondering, I just want to ask this question because I was wondering this myself. Kelly seems to know a lot about science. She was wondering, what's the difference between a geode and a nodule?
So nodules aren't hollow always. So a nodule is, you can find fossils inside them. You'll get a rock, and then there'll be this kind of out of place looking pebble kind of thing. So it doesn't fit the usual, striations of the rock. So it will kind of stand out, if that makes sense. So you can find them when you're fossil hunting as well. They're almost like balls, and you look at them and they can be an odd shape. And the nodule can also form around something. So for instance, a fossil can be in the center of a nodule. So a nodule is a term used to describe multiple things, but you can get it can form around something, or geodes, I refer to them as nodules, but that's probably not quite correct. A geode is something slightly different to a nodule, but they're similar in terms of appearance.
Okay, that sounds good. Quick question. This is totally off topic, but it's a question that we've tried to ask all of our experts that have showed up so far, and all of them have denied answering the question for whatever reason. Piano, I'm asking, do you know what squishmallows are?
I do not. A squishmallow? What is a squishmallow?
Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. A squishmallow is a particular type of stuffed animal pillow, and our chat has been trying to ask all experts.
Are they really large and they look really soft?
Yeah.
I think I might have actually seen them. I didn't clock the name to image, but I think I do. I think I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. Thank you for going along with that question. We've been trying to ask experts this, and we were interviewing some people from Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos' space company, and we had to submit all of our questions, and everyone was like, we gotta ask them about squishmallows. And I had a very professional call with them where they're like, we'll answer all your space questions, but we're not talking about squishmallows. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, we'll avoid it.
Well, I'm open to all questions, but unfortunately I'm not an expert on squishmallows.
Can you talk about for a sec how you got interested in geology?
Yeah, of course. So I'm originally from London in the UK. So in London, you might know there's a massive natural history museum, and having that fairly local to me, I would go there very regularly. And just everywhere I looked, I was obsessed with just about everything to do with earth science. And whenever I would go on holiday or go anywhere, my eyes were always glued to the floor, just looking for rocks and looking for little treasures I could find. And even before I could carry rocks, my parents were carrying them for me. So I've always just had a curiosity for all things kind of like earth sciencey and natural. And it kind of grew from there. So I've always collected stuff, and I've always wanted to know like why it is like that. And then I never experienced geology until university level. So at my college, I did geography. And as part of the physical geography, there was topics to do with, earth science and geology, but never was it a subject on its own. And I went to university to study geography and changed to geology when I was already at university. So I swapped on my course and never looked back. So
you did a little switch and switched it over.
Yeah.
I studied museums at university when I went there, and the British Museum, that's correct?
Yeah.
That's like it's the pinnacle of all museums in the entire world. Yeah. So to have that you can kind of go to regularly is probably absolutely incredible.
No, I am very fortunate that I can visit them. The New York Natural History is next on my list, but a bit far away.
So I have found a couple things throughout my life of kind of searching for interesting rocks and fossils. But I'm sure you are just like on a totally different level, in a different stratosphere. Anybody in chat, I think anybody who is watching right now, put in chat if you found any fossils or rocks before. But I've found some, I live near Lake Michigan in the United States, and we find crinoids super regularly. So like the fossilized stems of ancient plants or algae, I forget which one they are.
They're actually animals. So I always got this wrong as well. Crinoids like a lily. They look like a sea lily, but they're in fact from the same family as echinoids. So they're actually classed as an animal. I find it amazing that they can look like that, but they're in fact, they're animals.
That's so terrific. Have you heard of Petoskey stones before?
No, I don't think I have.
Kelly and Ari saying they found some Petoskey stones. I think those are from Michigan, right, Kelly? I'm pretty sure. I think that's a fossilized ancient coral or something like that. I found snowflake obsidian in a beach. Do you know what snowflake obsidian is?
I'm very familiar with obsidian, but I'm not sure on the snowflake formation. That sounds quite interesting. I'm going to have to re-go through this chat after this and look at all these things people are saying because I'm so interested, but I'll lose my train of thought if I read too closely whilst chatting.
Definitely. What are some of the things that you have found? What are some of your top tier finds?
So my personal top finds, it will have to be, I found an ammonite that is this it's a megalitosaurus ammonite. So it's bigger than, the seat you're probably sat on right now. So that's probably my greatest fossil find.
Wait, you've personally found an ammonite that's bigger than my chair?
Yeah.
What? Okay. So wait, I wanted to ask you about this. This ammonites, guys. I wanted to show everybody what these are. I know you find a lot of ammonites. These are. Wait, I want to bring you up here. Oh, hold on tight. All right. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, let's get the chat out of here. Wait, no. Wait. Okay, chat there and there. Okay. So wait, yes, this is an ammonite. An ammonite is it's like a squid inside of a shell, right?
Yep, correct. And it's funny we're talking about fossils because you can get geodes within fossils. So as I said, a geode just needs a cavity or a hole in order for the crystals to form. So take an ammonite like this. You can see it's got this shell formation here. So here I have a cut through of an ammonite. So this is an actual fossil.
Oh my gosh, that's the perfect size too. This is so great. Yeah, sorry, Joe.
All of these segments here are in fact hollow. So when the creature's alive, it uses gas within those chambers to actually move about the water column. However, when the creature dies, they don't always get filled with sediment. So sometimes they'll get filled with the seawater, and that's when the crystals can form. So you can find a fossil like this, and every single one of these chambers can have crystals like you find within a geode. They can be really spectacular specimens. It's really amazing.
Calvin is our resident animal expert, and Calvin says the ammonite's descendant is the nautilus. Does that sound familiar to you? The nautilus? Nautilus is similar. Oh, totally. Yeah, similar kind of shell shape and everything like that.
So they're also related to modern day cuttlefish a little bit as well. So there's a few animals we can use to kind of get an idea of how they might have moved around, but the nautilus is probably their closest relative.
Okay. Any other big finds? You got any other things you can show us or talk about?
There's one here actually. I was trying to think. I was like, I'm out of things to show and tell, but I'm not. So this is a ammonite that I found. So funny story. I actually found this in a potato field. So this was found in a farmer's field, and it looks like this. And what's unusual about this ammonite is how it's preserved. So if you look, it's kind of like bumpy and it's not flat. So what this tells us, we can use this fossil to get an idea of what the environment was like when this creature died. Because what happened is when the shell came to the base of the seafloor, it wasn't flat. It got all kind of crushed and distorted, which tells us that, we can recreate the environment that this creature once lived in from how it's preserved.
That's pretty epic. And how long ago did they live? Brian in Ann Branger's class is wondering.
Yeah, so they lived alongside the dinosaurs, so they have quite a good lifespan. So we can use them for something called biostratigraphy. So that basically means that they evolved so much throughout time that when we find specific species within rocks, we can use the species to date that rock. So they did unfortunately go extinct probably 190 million years ago.
Oh, rats.
Don't hold me to that, but quite a long time ago. But they lived for so long throughout geological time that we can actually use them as time indicators within the rocks. So they're really important fossils. So we call them, biostratigraphic markers is what we call them.
They're like indicator species for like geologic time periods almost.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool. People are wondering a lot about your necklace. Because it's so pretty.
Awesome.
What is it?
So this is an agate. So it probably is dyed this color, but it matched my outfit too well. So these are slabs of minerals, and then they've probably been injected with a dye to make them this color. So it might be, it might be a common mineral like quartz or something like that. And then there's things they can do to make them all different wonderful colors. So kind of playing with the natural world a little bit. But yeah, the color isn't natural, but the stone is real.
It fits so nicely, and it matches your sweater very nicely. It's excellent. I have a question. How does one go out and search for interesting rocks or interesting fossils? As someone who I study a lot of nature things, but most of my stuff is pretty much trees and plants and a little bit animal based, and I haven't gone into a lot of geology stuff. So anybody who is even watching, how do you start trying to find a fossil near you? And if you guys have any more questions, throw them in the chat.
So I think a good place to start is do a little bit of research. So look at the area you're in and see if there's any, knowledge or research out there on the area and what types of rocks are around. And that can give you an indication if there's actually any fossils to be found. And then once you're in a location where there's going to be fossils, you want to be looking for specific indications that they're within the rocks. So for instance, with ammonites, I know I'm obsessed with ammonites, but when you see them in the rock, certain telltale features, so you can look if an ammonite is cut in half, you'll learn over time what it looks like, its cross section within the rock, and then that there's something in it. And then also, as I said, these nodules, if you get this perfect nodule lying around, chances are it's formed around something to create such a formation. So if you crack it open or prep down, like from the top downwards, you might find a lovely fossil in the middle.
So it's do some research about potential interesting rocks and fossils that are around you. And then while you're out kind of looking for clues on a rock surface that might indicate that there's kind of something deeper. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. And probably the easiest way, and a lot of people neglect this fact, is that, if it's a coastal locality, the sea does a lot of the work for you. So just by turning over lots of the rocks, you'll be surprised what you can find already exposed for you. And it's the same in probably inland locations. You get erosion and stuff like that. So just looking at the debris around, you might be able to find stuff without having to whack it with a hammer. So it's a fun experience. If there's fossils in an area, just, get out and about and start looking.
Definitely.
The best way to learn.
I live in, Pat. Sorry, my friend Patrick just hit us up with a big dono. Pat, thank you so much, Patrick, for donating to the stream. This is going to help us buy those super sick. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, no, wait. I don't know how to do this real quick. Sorry. Thank you so much, guys. Can we get some dubs in the chat for Patrick real quick? Patrick, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, Pat. What were we talking about? Sorry, this distracted me. Yes. Fossils. You're talking about the beach.
Yeah, and for those wondering, my little grass man is doing very well, thank you.
What is this little grass man that they're talking about?
It's I have a plant, it's a little man pot, and it was meant to grow a full head of grass out the top of it. And over the past few weeks, he's been having a few hair difficulties. So they've been coming through quite patchy. So he's quite bald. But recently, he has like quite a strong, probably 8 strands of hair. So at the end of my Fossil Fridays the past few weeks, I've been given updates on my grass man, and people seem to be enjoying seeing how he's doing. So he's doing very well. There'll be an update this Friday.
Oh my gosh, that's so glad to know. Wait, how many strands of hair does he have?
So he had about 6 for quite a week or two, and now he probably is pulling 11 or 12. He's doing really well, and some of them are really long, like they're flopping over there so long. So I'm proud of him. I'm really proud.
That's so terrific. Message to Pat real quick. Pat, we're in the Discord. If you want to jump on via voice and ask a question real quick, feel free to do that. But then you got to jump out because it's going to mess up our stream. But you can do that if you want. I'm trying to think. We had some other questions. Oh no, I want to talk churning up of you said the ocean, like churning up debris to kind of reveal fossils. That's how we find all of our crinoids. We just kind of like walk just up and down the beach and look down. And you can find them all over the place. I think that's where you find Petoskey stones too. I think it's one of those things where if you do a little bit of research, you'll be pretty surprised at what you find. I know when I was researching, we have some people here from Indiana. The Opals are from Indiana, and I found a guy who also has a geology channel on YouTube, and he was finding like a bunch of giant geodes in this like on the bottom of this public stream in Indiana, and they were just kind of like there, which seems like an absolutely normal place for something spectacular to be. So they can be in pretty common places, it seems like.
Yeah, no, definitely. And with geodes, the key thing, because you can find them with salt crystals in them, so you can actually find them at the beach. And the way to do it is if it's a pebbly beach, a geode will feel slightly lighter than you expect it to, and that's because it's hollow on the inside. So you'll think it should be heavier, but it's not. And then, chances are if you break it open, you might get lucky with some lovely crystals inside.
True, definitely. I'm not really sure where in Indiana. I think it was in Southwest, Annalise. But guys, if you have questions, just type them in the chat, and then I'll scroll through and be sure to check them out. But okay, so you can find lots of geodes in Illinois, near Iowa, and public creeks. Ooh, Pete, that's really neat. So today. I want to show you a couple. Can I show you a couple things? And oh yes, Kelly. Kelly wanted to know what's the difference between an agate and a geode.
So an agate isn't hollow on the inside. So with the geodes that I'll show you here, this one, you can see that it's got a cavity on the inside. It's actually it's a hole in a rock basically. Whereas an agate is usually solid, but they can also you can get agates that have little like crevices in the center where the crystals kind of point to. So they are similar, but normally an agate is you kind of slab agates, and that's because they're one basically without a hole in the center.
And a slab is that kind of like what's going on with your necklace? It's like a slab or a section?
It's been polished a lot so it all looks shiny and lovely. Because that's the thing with rocks. It's also how they're prepped. And it's the same with fossils. Something that doesn't look like anything to one person, if it's prepped correctly, can look amazing. So it's all just about knowing.
Jayla's wondering if you have ever come across an emerald geode.
I have not. That would be pretty spectacular, but no, sadly not.
How fragile are geodes? Big Jim is wondering this, and this will kind of help us out today. Like in these, we have a hammer, and like how do you got to put a lot of effort into it? You got to slam it, or do you got to just like kind of dink it with a hammer? What's the word?
I mean, geodes are different from each place. I would say one strong tap, and it might not break in half. You might break in multiple pieces. So, for instance, with this one, it broke closer to one end. So this is quite a big piece. Like, it's not a perfect crack down the middle.
Yeah.
They don't always break nicely. So unless you're using kind of like a saw to cut them, you can have quite a lot of debris, but it's all pretty debris. So I mean, we've got a few to play with, so it's trial and error basically. But yeah, I would say you can try a few little taps if you want, and then if that doesn't work, if you've got a little chisel, you might be able to guide the crack where you want it.
Perfect. This segues us perfectly into the bashing portion of today. Emma, I know if you ever have to just bounce, just feel free to just bounce and head out. I think if we could like keep you on for an extra 10 minutes to kind of help us through this, I think that'd be really terrific.
No, I want to see the finished results, so I'm staying.
Okay,
that's cool.
Okay, great. Yeah, stay as long as you want. We had one question. I forget who asked it. What was your favorite type of gemstone? What's your favorite type of gem? Abu was wondering.
So my favorite type is amethyst. So I just love the color and I love how different the formations can be. And I love it in its raw form. So you can get polished amethyst and they can polish them into lovely little pebbles where you can see the purple. But I love just, amethyst on its own. I think the color is really something special. So that would have to be my favorite.
When I bought all of these online, the seller is known for just like throwing in a bunch of like random special stuff, and he popped in this guy right here. Yeah. This is a unpolished amethyst. Is that correct?
Yeah. If you move it down a bit, I don't know.
Sorry, wrong camera.
Just
yeah. Here you
go. Yeah, no, that looks like a raw piece. It's got the right color. Yeah, no, that's lovely.
Question
That's
for you.
really nice of them.
They also put in this, and I don't know what this is. So I'm holding it up to the stream camera real quick. It's a slab. It's a cross section, and here it is for you on this camera. Do you know what this is?
I'm not too sure actually. But it looks interesting. It's being polished. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
So they just threw them in there without any.
They just chucked it in, and it was just like a bunch of extra stuff. Okay.
Amazing.
So I'm going to kind of prep everything that we have. This might take a sec to prepare it. All right, everybody who's watching, we're going to switch over from the interview portion, technically, to the smashing portion. Now I have a dozen geodes here, which we're going to kind of crack open. And the goal today is we're finding what we are calling the stream gem. There are some very famous gems in the world. There's the Hope Diamond. There's the Emma, help me out. There's the famous gemstones. Emeralds. They have names. They're found in far off places, and they're passed down through the hands of time and to the most powerful people throughout history. And today we are going to find our stream gem, which will stand on our special shelf of special things for the rest of the existence of this stream. That's what we're going to do today. But first things first. Emma, I had no idea how to do this. Yep. So I'm going to show you what I brought, and you're going to tell me what to use, okay? I have a big hammer. I have a little hammer.
Fabulous.
I have a file with a spike on it. I have a small wood chisel, and I have a big wood chisel. And I have protective eyewear if I need them, and a rag and gloves. And to bash them, I have a surface of bricks and a slab of wood over here, which I will tilt down and get a better idea of. But what do I do? Because I don't know what to do.
I would say big hammer, and we can have some fun with the first one and just use the hammer. If it breaks into a million pieces, then we'll try it with a chisel. Probably one of your wood chisels looked good.
Oh, okay, perfect. This is great. Okay, so I'm going to move these over real quick so they're in the center. And I might have to mess with my camera a little bit because we're rocking a dual camera setup here. One sec.
If it's easier, I can turn my video off. So does that help?
Actually, you know what?
And then I can just be a voice channel?
I think it would. I think that would potentially help because then I could use the second camera. That would be really terrific. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll say goodbye to everyone, but I'll still be here just on voice.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we are, guys. It's gonna take like just a sec for me to figure this out. So let's see this. Ooh, I almost knocked things over. So disconnecting video from that. Second camera should be activate. Deactivate. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Done. We should smooth this. Second camera should be done. One sec, guys. Okay, it's here. We're doing a good job. We're getting better at this. Hold tight. If there are any questions in the chat, Emma, feel free.
Yeah, of course. I'll answer any if I see any.
But in the meantime, while we were preparing this and getting this ready, can either Patricia Opal or Nada, one of the mods, give us an exclamation point winner in the chat? and we'll decide who will choose the first geode that we get to crack open today. Let's see, is this it? Cool. Chat's open. So let's do that. Exclamation point winner. Roche is here. What's up, Roche? How's it going, my boy? Oh my gosh, Ann Beringer won again. Ann Beringer won last time. Okay, Ann, I guess Ann Beringer is the winner again. Okay. So Ann Beringer, hold tight. Ann Beringer is a teacher who is joining us for their class today. And Ann, you will be the one to choose which one we open them first. So thank you for bearing with me. I'm almost got this camera all ready. We're gonna bring it down a little bit. Okay, hello, how we doing here? Oh, we're almost there, we're almost there. Ah! How's this? How's this? Okay, this is better.
I think that's much better, yeah. We can see what's going on now.
Come on. Wait, one sec. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Thank you so much for bearing with us, everybody. Okay, we're gonna tilt this down just a little bit more. Okay. And we're gonna focus it up. And we're gonna tighten. Yes! Okay, here we are. Absolutely terrific. Everybody, thank you so much for dealing with this. Let's see. Exclamation point winner is Ann here. Okay, top left. We got to hold. Okay, this one's staying to last because I know everybody's going to want to do this one. So this one's staying until the end. Ann, do you have a different one that you want to do besides this one? Emma, is there any way that you can tell if there's if like the inside is good or not? Like how can you tell if something is holding an interesting gem inside? Are there any external indicators?
So if there's any chips within them, so for instance, the amethyst one I showed earlier actually was chipped at the top, so I could actually look in and see that there was some crystals within it. So that's how I had a good idea to crack it. But if you feel the weight of them, and if it's light compared to what it looks like it should be, then it should be a really nice geode.
Okay, so if it's light, it's good to go. Okay, so I think we're ready to go. I'm going to take off my sweatshirt because I'm heating up because things are getting really exciting. We are going to do the big one. We are going to do the big one. One sec, I'm taking off my headphones. Okay, we're going to do the big boy in honor of Ann Beringer. Oh! We're going to do the big boy in honor of Ann Beringer in her class because they only have a few minutes left. So this is the big one we're going to do. We're going to move the rest of our geodes kind of over here. Okay. So the trouble here is that we only have one shot at this big one, and it's the first one we're doing. So, Emma, big hammer. Emma, you said big hammer, correct?
Yeah, so hold it steady with your hand and not too hard of a tap, but just like a few decent weighted taps right on the center, and hopefully it will crack nicely. If not, we'll use your wood chisel. But yeah, it's going to be quite a noisy thing doing it on brick, so just a warning on noise level.
Okay, headphone warning, everybody. I see that this has like a little bit of a lump right here, and then this is like a bigger lump over here. Does that affect how I should do it, or should I just kind of go for the big side?
You want to find a side that it feels steady so that it's not moving too much, and you can get where there's a nice surface for you to whack on, kind of thing. So somewhere that feels safe for you to start hitting on, because otherwise it will all...
I love how your instructions boil down to just like grab it and whack it. Just like make sure it's secure and then just go to town. Okay.
Or maybe put your safety goggles just in case it flings anything into your eyes.
Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Landon. Okay, watch fingers. I'm gonna throw a glove on just because it's gonna make me feel a little bit more confident. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready? Ready? Ready, everybody? All right, just a good whack?
Yep, just a few good whacks in the same place.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 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 Okay.
That might need a bit harder.
Ah! Okay. We had a chip break off. But nothing really happened. So should I keep going?
Yeah, keep going because we can't quite see inside. So just keep going where you're going, and hopefully we'll get a fracture through it.
Oh! 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 Okay, we have a break. It wasn't a strong break, but we have a break. We need you. We also broke the brick. But Emma, we need some analysis here. Okay, do you see this?
Ken, I think I'm slightly delayed for some reason. It might be my internet, so apologies for the sound. Let's have a look.
So here's what we have. There's a little bit of it's
so
closed right now. What's the word?
So I would say we need to go into the big piece that you've got left. Hopefully within that we'll have the crystallized geode cavity. So if we put the two pieces to one side and keep going with that, hopefully we'll see something inside.
Okay, let's keep going.
How's the brick going?
Oh, it's broken in half. but I think we're just gonna keep going forward.
Yeah.
We got it.
Let's have a look.
Tilt up, you camera, you dumb camera. Tilt up. No, camera. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay, this is what we're looking at inside. What is your, oh. So it's very dense. It's not extraordinarily hollow, but there's some really cool. So Emma, what's your read on this?
So from that, it's definitely a geode, but as you said, it's a smaller cavity because the rest has been filled up with more denser sediment and denser quartz crystals. So if you look closely, you can see the detail of the crystals, but that's the thing. Bigger isn't always better with geodes. It all depends on how they kind of are on the inside.
True. I want to grab something real quick. So this is it. That's an interesting trait. Bigger isn't always better because sometimes the bigger ones might not have like I want to see if I can let's see if we can. Yeah, okay. We should be good here. I want to see if we can get inside and see the crystals because it's so dense. I got a little flashlight, but we're exposed. And strangely, I think this side has some more interesting formed crystals. I don't know if you could see it, right down there. Let's see if we can.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a really nice piece. So even though it's not got crystals, thinly on the edge, it's a strong piece. It's got the crystals in the center.
Strong
so no, it's beautiful.
Piece. Excellent. Okay, that's piece number one. Do you think there's any chance that this second little nodule right here has anything in it?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Grab it and bash it, right? Okay. Kelly is saying we got a fair bit of druzzy quartz when we did ours. Druzzy quartz. What is druzzy quartz?
I think it's pronounced druzy quartz.
Oh, druzy.
I'm not entirely sure on its formation, but it almost looks like a velvet mat of kind of quartz crystals. So they're smaller in size, if I remember rightly. But it's a really beautiful thing, druzy.
This is interesting because this one's super densely packed inside of it. So this one was kind of like a tiny little geode, but a little bit more crystals formed inside, so it wasn't as hollow. Interesting.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, everybody, 2 down, or kind of 1 down. I want to move on to the next one. So, I'm going to pull out again. Can we get another exclamation point winner in the chat to see who can decide the next one to pop out? I'm going to line these up for a little selection, and then we're going to go. So, key things that we learned there. One, the bigger geode doesn't necessarily mean the better geode when you crack inside, because the opening can be theoretically a little bit small, or it can be so densely packed that there's not a lot of room for crystals to grow, or the crystals grew so much that it was just kind of like one big chunk. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. And it's also because, as you asked, like, there isn't a way of knowing beforehand what's inside the geodes. So until you crack them open, it's really just a lottery of what you receive. And it's the same with any, mineral hunting or fossil hunting. Unless you can get an idea of what's inside, you don't know these things. So it's really fun to see which ones will come out the best.
Gosh, it's so neat. I wish we could get even tighter on these because the color is really amazing. Drake, it seems like Drake's the winner. Drake, if you're hanging out in the chat, feel free to choose which one you want. Drake Kronberg is here. Drake, what looks good to you? If you want to see any more of them up close, feel free to choose, but let us know. Drake, the power is in your hands. Which geode would you like to crack open next? We're waiting on Drake in the chat. We're waiting patiently for Drake to make his decision. Oh, rats. I just totally moved this. All right, terrific. Right bottom, this guy. Right bottom. We've chosen the right bottom. The right bottom is very nice. It looks like it's like has a nice split right there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But Emma, also, anytime you got to bounce, I just want to make sure that's abundantly clear.
Yeah, no, thank you.
All right,
no,
cool.
I will.
Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm excited to see what's inside them.
Yeah, me too. I hope these are good. All right, here we go. This is the Drake Geode, Geode number 2. It looks like a brain. Yes, it does. It looks like the cerebrum. Okay, so here we go. Break number 2. So this is a smaller one. I don't know if I'm going to have to hit it a little bit harder or not, but we'll see. Oh! Okay. So we learned that these smaller ones we don't have to hit hard. Oh my gosh.
God.
Oh my gosh. No. Drake, it was beautiful. Drake. No.
But at least you
it's
have
destroyed. Oh my gosh. Wait, I wish I could show these off. This is so pretty. Okay, is it glittering at all? Okay, I gotta mess with the exposure on this camera so you guys can see. Okay, let's see. Annual. All right, this is gonna work. Just because I want to show off these gems as much as I possibly can. Okay, let's change this. ISO. Boop. Boop. I'll try that. But do you see all these, these sparkles are incredible. So it was a really interesting piece until it was brutally destroyed. Emma, is that something that happens often when you're looking for stuff?
Yeah, so you'll see a piece and you'll think it's going to break really nicely and exactly how you want it to, and it will just not behave. It's very common. And with this one, you can see the crystals are quite thinly distributed along the edge, which means it would have been a beautiful geode, but obviously with a hammer, it's very hard to split that without crushing it.
Okay, we're going to try the next one. Drake still got a chance. So that was only the right half. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Are you just overcome with do you feel sad when you destroy something like this?
Oh, you have no idea. When I am trying to split a fossil out of rock and the fossil just splits in half instead, it's next level pain. It's so bad.
I'm gonna try the smaller one and just give it a little peck.
Yeah, try a little tap and then we can try the chisel if you want a bit more precision.
Okay, excellent. So this one. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That one's very cool. I like this one quite a lot. This one we were able to at least preserve part of the cavity, which is just really neat.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's really lovely.
So wait, what I feel like an idiot when I ask this question, but what is this? Is this quartz? What is the mineral inside of this?
Yeah, so this is a quartz mineral. So the quartz would have been dissolved in some form of like groundwater, and then it's crept into these cavities, and over a long period of time with pressure and heat, that's how these crystals have formed within it. So
Excellent.
really beautiful.
Julia's wondering what's the difference between a crystal and luster?
That's a really good question. Luster is the appearance of a crystal. So we use luster as a word to describe something, whereas crystal is the actual kind of formation.
So luster is like the adjective kind of, and crystal
Yeah,
is
that's
the noun
different.
version. Either
Yeah.
way, Drake, excellent job. I really like this one. This one kind of stands, definitely stands up there as one of the best ones we have so far. Ann Beringers class just joined us. My Ann Beringers 7th grade class. What's up, Ann Beringers 7th grade class? Today we are joined by a geologist named M. Gems on every social media platform. If you want to check her out, she's a geologist from the UK, and she's helping us crack open some geodes today. So that's kind of what is on the dock today. Let's do another. You want to do another?
Definitely do. I'm sure they do as well.
Okay. Exclamation point winner for next choice. Emma, is all quartz used for things like countertops made from geodes? Asks Kelly.
So that's a very good question. Now, quartz, it's not just found within geodes. That's just one deposit we can find. So you can find quartz in all types of rocks. So you guys might have heard of igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. And all of these rocks can have quartz within them, but it's just formed and, grows in different ways. So, for instance, if you've ever seen a piece of granite, that's a very common rock that is used for kitchen surfaces and countertops. And within there is quartz. And you can, when it polishes, it looks really lovely, and that's why it's used. Pure quartz probably isn't used that commonly, but you can find things called quartz veins, which are kind of like injections of the mineral throughout rocks, and they can be really lovely, kind of long, almost like flowing water, but the whole thing is quartz. So you find lots of different deposits of them, which are, they make up parts of countertops for sure.
When here's a random question. Abu, balls in your court, man. Whenever you want to choose. As someone who is studying geology, what are some types of jobs that you could potentially get into as a geologist? What does the future hold for Emma?
Yeah, so that's a really good question because geology is a very broad subject. So there's many kind of areas you can go into with it. So you can go into the oil industry, for instance. All our oil, it's needed to be found by geologists and paleontologists because of a subject called sedimentology. Now, this is where we will make big cores of the sea floor, and we can analyze the different, fossil content and other things to tell us if there's going to be a big oil deposit there. And so that's very key if you want to go into the oil industry. But then there are other jobs that I am more interested in are the educational aspects of geology. So for instance, earth science, museums, curation of collections, because things like earth science, there's many specimens that have been found that are one of a kind, and they need to be preserved, and people need to be educated on them for many generations. So you can pretty much, geology is a science, so it opens many doors, and you can kind of use it to go into many areas. But yeah, the world's your oyster. There's a lot of areas you can go into studying it.
What have you ever? This is like a totally random question, but it just came across my mind. Have you ever been just kind of like walking around in a random place and found some sort of deposit or mineral or fossil by just going about your normal day?
Yeah, so I found a really cool echinoid fossil. So you might know sea urchins. They have a really cool shell. And I actually found an imprint of the shell in a piece of flint when I was just walking along a beach one day. And it wasn't a beach that is renowned for fossils. So I found this when I was about 7 and had no idea what it was until I became a geologist. And now I looked at it probably only about a year ago and realized I actually found something really cool in a place that isn't really likely to find stuff.
That's so epic. I had a similar experience. I had a geode from like when I was 4 or 5 years old, an extraordinarily long time ago, that I kept on this shelf in my room for my entire life. And I don't even think I knew it was a geode until like yesterday when I was looking at the things that we were going to crack open. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that rock on my shelf is a geode.
It's really cool when you link things like that, where you know something from your childhood that you didn't know how to explain it, and now you get to the point where you can. It's
Yeah.
a really nice thing.
Okay, Abu has chosen this one to do next. Abu has chosen this geode to crack open next. It's a double. We got a small one on the left. We got a big one on the right. Should we change our technique at all, or do you like? Do you think we're doing a good job with this hammer?
I think we're doing a good job with the hammer, or you're doing a good job with the hammer, because I think it's how the rock feels. So, you know, if it feels a bit more fragile, and I know that's a hard thing to kind of quantify, but if it feels
Yeah.
you know, lighter or more fragile, you know, do the lighter hammer taps first, and then if it's just not behaving, just give it a big whack and we'll see if it breaks.
Okay, this is a big one, so I think we should probably use the big hammer. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
Let's give it a go.
Abu's geode. Okay, it's split, but it's split right in half. We'll have to see. I don't know if we're gonna get into the middle of this, but I think it's just gonna split. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it was like two pockets next to each other. So two bubbles in that rock that formed two different geodes. It looks like.
That's very cool.
There is a tiny hole right in there, so we know that this one's hollow and that one's hollow too. So I think we have a double geode. So I think we're gonna flip this over. Is it a bad idea to go like this and just smash it on the top and use that kind of flat area as a surface upon we can stand it up?
That area, it's a good surface to hit. It's whether it'll break in two or whether it will break in many more. So you can, you know, you can try a chisel, or we can just, I think the tapping is working quite well, to be honest. So
Okay.
let's give it a go.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my God.
Oh, no. Okay, part of it split off and hit my monitor. Everything's all right, but we have a nice little shard right here. But I'm going to keep going, okay?
This is why we wear safety goggles.
Yeah. Oh! This one's sick. Okay. This one looks so cool. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think this was chosen by Abu. I think this is Abu's. Check out what we got here. This one's so cool. I love how thick it is.
That's very cool.
Okay, so here we are here. I'm going to throw a little bit of a light on it to see if we can check it out. We definitely have, why can't the crystals don't really come across very well. Inside we have the crystal growth over here and here. And Emma, do you see how this is like, it is super thick?
Yeah.
Is this all the mineral deposit, or is it just the white part right there?
So the mineral deposit, I'm trying to make it out. You can kind of see. So some of it is solid, and then some of it has made, you know, still got where the cavity is. So you can see where the edge of the geode is versus the quartz starting. It kind of is a block inside it.
Okay. So I'm trying to see. Is it like this, right? Do you see this line right there?
Yes, I think so. I think my video is slightly delayed with the sound, so just bear with me.
No. Thanks so much.
Yeah, so that's the outside of the geode, and then you can kind of see the border of the quartz mineral growing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is definitely an excellent one. I'm gonna crack open the next one that we have, and see what's in this one. But I love how this stands, and I love how this sits.
Yeah, that's the thing. You never know how they're going to turn out, and I'm always surprised by the ones that aren't going to turn out very nicely, and then they actually are the best because they sit perfectly and they just catch the light. They can be really spectacular.
Oh! Okay. Ah, rats. Okay, I kind of smashed this one. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. So the left one was a little more aggressive than it should have been. So this one was kind of smashed, so it didn't really turn out well. I think I kind of want to just try. I want to try either a chisel or something and trying to be very delicate because I think I'm getting a little too, aggressive with these. I'm interested in seeing how that goes.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
It just gives you more control.
Go ahead, Emma. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just agreeing that a chisel is a good idea because it gives you a bit more control. But with geodes, because they can be very hollow sometimes, you can still get it breaking into multiple pieces. So it is just trial and error.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think we're gonna do a couple more, maybe 2 more, and see how it goes. And then we'll have to choose between all of the ones that we have so far, and choose our favorite. So, Patricia or Nada, if you're here, one more exclamation point winner, and we'll see who we got. Patricia, thank you so much. Try a chisel. Yeah, I'm gonna try the chisel, Pete. We're gonna try that one. What's up, Alan? How you doing? Oh, and you open all these all the time? Ooh, have you found anything cool? Kelly's wondering if that is obsidian. It can't tell what the dark spots are. So obsidian. Do you know anything about obsidian, Emma?
I do. So obsidian is a kind of like a lava deposit from volcanoes. So I'd be very surprised if we're seeing any obsidian in these rocks. But it is a good observation because obsidian does appear dark. It's normally black and it's shiny. And obsidian, when it breaks extremely sharp. So it actually is very useful because it can be used in surgery, like surgery tools. It's like razor sharp straight away. So it's really good for making tools. But I don't think we're seeing obsidian in these geodes here. But it's a very cool rock as well.
Okay, so probably not obsidian, but obsidian, an interesting mineral nevertheless. We have, what up, Brandon? How you doing, my man? We have Kevin was chosen. Kevin watches these at work, and sometimes he ducks in and out. So unless Kevin pops into the chat, we might have to choose somebody else. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Diana. How are you doing? We're at Harbor Freight. Kevin. Okay, Kevin's here. Excellent. Kevin, thanks. I hope work's going well. You said right side. So, Kevin, right side, do you like this one or do you like this one? Front or back? Front or back, right side? Where did these geodes come from? Was it near a volcano? These geodes came from Chihuahua, Mexico. I don't know why there are a lot of geodes in Mexico. Emma, do you know why?
I'm not sure. I would think it's down to their formation, all those many years ago. So obviously it was an environment where there was probably lots of gas bubbles, where there was many cavities, and then they were filled with some form of geothermal water. So it's recreating the previous environment and kind of trying to figure out why was Mexico such a hotspot for it.
Okay. So just good environmental conditions.
Yeah.
Kevin, I totally moved him, so I'm sorry about that. So if you could choose again, that'd be great. I Chihuahua. Okay. So, Kevin, whatever you got, let us know. The big one in the back, this one, I'm thinking this is what he's talking about. So, big one in the back, we're going to do this one. It's kind of long, and I think we're going to break out the chisel and see, and just be extremely delicate, and hopefully something different will happen right now.
It might be the same as the previous specimen where it'll be 2 kind of geodes, but it should break nicely down the middle.
Okay, excellent. Do you think I should stab it with the chisel, or do you think I should hold the chisel and then tap the top with the hammer?
You tap the top of the chisel. So you put the chisel on the rock, just gently, put it somewhere where it's not going to slide easily and you feel like it's a good, where you want to break the rock, basically. And then light tap on the top of it get, a little bit harder each time until it splits.
Okay. Thank you so much, Emma. Going into this stream, I was like, I decided not to prepare at all because I thought you would bring a lot of valuable information, and I'm glad that's turning out to be the case. So thank you so much for helping us out today.
You're very welcome. It's a very entertaining stream, I must say.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Okay, so this one, oh my God. This one already has a little bit of a hole right here.
That's a good sign. If you had a little, camera, you could poke it through it and see what's going on inside.
Yeah, true. Oh! Okay, this one was good. I think for this small one, the chisel is the way to go because we were able to preserve most of it. Why are you still using the broken brick as a base? Jim, it's the best thing I got, my man. So that's what we're using today. Okay.
It's already broken. It can't get much worse, so it'll be fine.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Oh man, I really like this one.
That's beautiful. I think that's my favorite so far as well.
Definitely. Okay. Kevin, excellent choice. I think the chisel is the way to go. This is perfect. It's like the perfect amount. Can you get those a little bit? We got like a little bit of the glistening when I move the light over it. But it's like it seems like it's a young geode because there's not a lot of deposit on the edges. I'm just totally talking out of my butt right now, so let me know if I'm wrong. But because of that, it seems like it's a good one because it has a nice hollow center.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I think I don't know if it's an age in terms of young and old, but it's to do with when the water, like how long the water was in there for and how it kind of disappeared and how it evaporated off. And it's in terms of its time frame, and that's how like the crystals vary in shape and size and type. So it's all to do with the kind of process all the way back when it was being formed.
Okay. I'm trying to show it off. This is a really, really good one. It's really hard to juggle these. Yeah, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, definitely top my favorite so far. Okay, I'm trying to look at the clock. We're already going over time, but I think this is so fun that we're gonna do. You know what? We're gonna just bash through. We're gonna bash through 3. Okay, we're gonna quickly do 3. So, everybody in the chat, I'm gonna line these up and then choose. Just start spamming in the chat within reason, guys. Spam in the chat which 3 that you want to do, and I think that's what we'll have time for today. And then we're gonna vote on which one we like the best. And yeah, then that's it. Okay. Here that we have, here's how we'll number these. We're going to number these left to right. We're going to number these left to right. This is number 1. This is number 2. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6. And put the number in the chat of the one that you would like to open. And we're going to choose 3 of them. So we're going to choose half of these. And then we're going to use the chisel and go bam, 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 and open them all. Real quick. And Emma, I'm going to be right back in just a sec. I got to check something real quick. But in the meantime, while I'm gone, can you talk about your favorite find that you've ever had?
Yeah, of course. No, that sounds brilliant. So, that is a hard question though. So my favorite find, if I'm talking minerals rather than fossils, would have to be I was hiking up a mountain in a place called Wales in England, and the mountain is called Snowdon. And some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not. It's not a massive mountain, but it's, quite cool. And halfway up the mountain, I found a really gorgeous specimen of quartz. So quartz is the mineral we're finding within these geodes. And this specimen of quartz had really nice kind of spikes coming out of it. So the crystal formation was something really spectacular. And it really helped with the climbing of the mountain, I've got to say. Well, I say it helped. It actually weighed my bag down a lot, but I like to say it helped. So, no, that would be my best mineral find.
Oh, wait. Emma, we are joined by someone else. Patrick, are you in the chat? Hello, Pat?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Emma, it's great to meet you. Charlie, happy to be here.
Okay. Emma wasn't prepared for this, Pat, so I got to give her a little bit of heads up. Patrick's a friend of mine who often joins the stream. Patrick, Emma, Patrick.
Oh, lovely to meet you, Patrick.
It's so good to meet you as well. I'm just happy to be a part of these geodes and these funky rocks.
Excellent. All right, shout outs to Pat in the chat, everybody. Pat's here. Pat, what's up, my man? Do you have a question? Why did you decide to join us today? How's it going, my friend?
Listen, I just put some time in my calendar. I saw these rocks going on. I just want to be a part of this and see some stuff get smashed, and this is a lot of fun.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for joining.
I'm here to learn. Okay,
so Pat, we're cracking open geodes today. Emma's kind of helping us through it, and you just caught the end where we're going to crack open the last 3 geodes. Everybody says hello. Patrick often joins and takes over on occasion. Annalise, that's correct. Kelly says hi. Ann says hi. Diana says hi. Julie says big duck. We got some big duck shout outs for you, Pat. Thanks so much for joining us, man.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited.
Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to let chat choose one, and it looks like chat overwhelmingly is choosing number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is chosen. I'm going to let Patrick choose one, and I'm going to let Emma choose one, and then that's how we'll do the final 3. So first, let's go with Emma. Emma, which one would you like to choose?
So I think I'm going to go with number 3.
Number 3. Okay, so here's Emma's geode, and Patrick, which one would you like?
Okay, I'm taking a look at the last one on the right side. It's looking it's got a lot of mass. It looks like there's a lot. Yes, it's got a lot of space on the inside. And it's probably hollow and going to be the best geode we've ever seen. Just saying.
Okay, excellent. I appreciate your confidence. That's absolutely terrific. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. So Emma, Patrick and I, a couple of years ago, we went to Petrified Forest National Park. Have you heard of this place in the United States?
Oh, amazing. I haven't heard of it in the United States, but there's a petrified forest along the Jurassic coast in England. So I've been to somewhere similar, I think. But they're really spectacular.
So there's a place called the Jurassic Coast. What's that?
It's a heritage site in England. So the south coast of England, it's renowned because it's got three ages of rocks that, when rocks are deposited, they're deposited horizontally, and then through tectonic activity, so when we have like movement of the continents and stuff like that, they can become overturned and they can actually change direction. And that's why along the Jurassic coast we have exposure of all these different rock types, which is why it got its national heritage status, because it's such a unique location. And this is where you can find really like amazing fossils of the Jurassic. So you can find amazing marine reptiles like ichthyosaurs and ammonites and other things, and you're allowed to collect the fossils there. So because it's an eroding coastline, you're allowed to go there and collect what the sea has eroded out the coast, because otherwise it would just get destroyed. So it's really awesome.
Where is this in UK?
So it's in the south coast.
South Coast UK. I'm sure you've gone there before, and I'm sure you've found some ammonites.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I'm very familiar with the Jurassic Coast. It's an amazing place. It's where I find most of my ammonites.
Ah, excellent. I want to show you one thing. Oh wait, you know what? No, we got to stay focused. I'm sorry. My brain often goes all over the place. Okay, today, we're starting off with Emma's. This is Emma's geode that she decided for us to open. Here we go.
This is so exciting. It's like anything could be inside. Probably, you know, some geode, but anything could be inside. Who knows? Here we go.
We've only destroyed a couple of these so far, Pat. So we kind of.
I saw a couple shards go flying.
Yeah,
earlier.
That's true.
Specifically at your monitor.
Yes, that definitely happened. Oh my gosh. I think I'm bringing out the big hammer. You chose a tough one. Okay, here we go.
I think I chose a solid one by the look of it.
Looking very. Oh, did you just bring out a bigger hammer?
Yeah. Ah! Okay, sorry. Whenever that happens, it's always so surprising. Okay, here we go.
What's on the inside? We can't see.
Okay. Hold up.
Oh, the people.
Okay.
Whoa!
This is great. I really, really like this one. Like this one. Okay. Let's scoot it over.
But it's gorgeous.
Okay, this is so cool because we cut off we chipped off the side of it, and most of the inside is pretty preserved. I think this is probably one of the best specimens we have so far.
This is amazing. It looks so cool.
Yeah, it's quite funny. It looks just like the amethyst one I showed earlier in how it's broken. It's broken off just the end piece, and you can just see inside. It's like taking the same break.
Yeah, it's like a little cavity. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's Emma's. Emma's to the side. Next is Chat's. Chat, this is yours. Here we go.
Oh man. All right, we're starting off fast. It's gonna be tough to top.
But I feel like we're getting better at opening these because I haven't destroyed them recently. Although this one's gonna be a little bit. Wait, no. This is Chat's. This one's gonna be a little bit tough because there's not really a sturdy place. I think if I throw in a glove, I'll have an easier time.
No, practice makes perfect with cracking open anything, so you're doing really well considering these are your first geodes.
Thank you, Vera. Thank you for your help. You know what? I'm gonna create like a little hammock. Actually, no, that's a bad idea. Oh gosh, Chat, you really kind of gave me a tough one to do here. This is no. Okay, if anyone were to go flying, this is the one. So, ready? Here we go. Giddy up. Ah! Okay.
Huge.
Okay.
Oh.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
This is wild. I feel like you're gonna break your monitor.
Yeah, I'm gonna break something, but it's okay. It's all worth it. Here we go.
The name of the science. It's fine.
Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no, guys! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Bomb went off.
Oh my gosh, guys! It's destroyed. No! Wait, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh my gosh. One sec. I gotta get all the pieces. Hold on. Hold on.
Charlie,
wait,
what have
guys,
you-
this is
what
actually-
have you
this is really
done?
Cool though. This is really cool. This is really interesting though. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm so
Ooh.
sorry, guys. Okay, here's what we're looking at. It's actually so even though it's destroyed, this is one of the best crystals I think we have so far.
Whoa.
That's beautiful. You can have a really fun jigsaw project to try and piece it all back together.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, cuz like look at
Wow.
can you see this one? This one's out. That one's outrageous. The crystals on this one on the left.
Whoa.
Stunning.
Wow. And then this is the final piece right here.
They're so big and they're like jutting out. Wow, that's my favorite one because
Yeah,
it's like
I think-
hollowish.
I think we're gonna. This is gonna be a tough little contest, but I think the last three that we have here are definitely the coolest ones. I also like how the smaller ones have proven to be some of the more interesting ones that we've opened up. Okay, here we go.
All right. Okay. Everybody, take a deep breath because we're about to see something amazing.
Everybody get ready because this is Pat's Geode. So here we go, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be very careful with this one again. Try not to crack it open and destroy it. But once again, it's kind of teetering a little.
Don't you sabotage my geode.
I'm sorry, I'm being very careful. I'm being very careful.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Pat, you chose a tough one.
Listen, I know how to choose them, okay? The best
Yeah.
stuff, you really need to work for the best stuff in life, Charlie.
Okay. Okay.
Whether it's life goals,
Okay.
cracking open geodes.
Oh,
I can't
gosh.
handle the anticipation. I can't handle it.
There are little
Yeah, there's a
crystals all over the place. Ah! Okay. Sorry. Dude,
Oh my
Quote it again.
it's always surprising. It always shocks me whenever it happens. Oh.
You're gonna need to
okay.
get like a.
Oh wait, well, what? What was that?
You're gonna have to make like some form of cage for next time so you can catch the pieces of geode.
Okay, I hate to say this. Because I hate giving him this sort of
I knew
I don't
it.
know.
I knew it.
I hate saying it, but this
I knew
one's
it.
super sick.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Like this is actually like a really dope geode.
And that's broken so perfectly as well.
Oh my god. Look god. Alright, here we go, guys. Oh my gosh, the crystals in this one, I don't know why, but they seem to be bigger than the crystals in the other ones. Okay.
I don't want to say anything crazy here, but this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Look at how big the crystals are in this one. And there's a little patch right here where they're just absolutely enormous. Oh my gosh. I'm really
That's a
fascinated with this one.
Geode. I think that's the winning geode.
Do you think this is the winning geode? Guys, do we think this is the winning geode or do you want to see any other ones? I'm going to pull out what I think are potentially the top 3 and then we'll do a quick vote in chat and to finally determine which will be our stream geode. Okay. Personally, I think the last 3 are the best ones that we've kind of cracked open. So this is what we'll do. We'll put this up right here. use this and flip this over. Okay. This can be put right here.
Such a beautiful display of geodes. Wow.
Of destroyed rocks. Okay, so guys, here's the final rock show. Let me know what you guys think is the best. Here are the 3 best geodes that we have cracked open. 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Starting with Emma's geode. Emma, what do you want to say about your geode? Why should people vote for your geode?
Oh, I've got to sell it to people, do I?
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Wait! Don't start. Wait! 1 sec. I need to cue this up nicely. And the camera. Wait! Hold.
Let the people know.
Let the people
Why should
know.
they vote for your geode?
Okay, wait 1 sec. Ready? And okay. And Emma, go.
So this geode here, I think, should be voted for purely because it's still unexpected. You've only seen a fraction of what could be inside. So we've broken off the end bit, and you can kind of see in that little crevice what's kind of inside, and it might be spectacular or it might not. It's still quite an unknown specimen, and I think the curiosity of it is beautiful because you can imagine for yourself how lovely it is inside.
The mystery of Emma's geode is what makes it so intriguing.
Anything could be on the inside. Who knows?
And now we move on to the second geode in our voting today. The Big Duck geode, Patrick's geode. 1 sec while we cue this up, Pat. Pat, take it away. Why should people vote for your geode?
Thanks for handing it over, Charlie. There's many reasons that everyone should vote for my geode. First of all, if you look at the crystal size, they're enormous and they're beautiful. Second, if you look at the crystals, you're not only just seeing lots of big crystals, you're seeing a wide circumference of crystals. So we're talking about surface area, Charlie. You're seeing a lot of crystals, you're seeing a lot of surface area. It's like basically all you see is crystals. And then finally, the third reason is we're talking texture here, okay? It's got a nice, creamy, white, slightly translucent texture that is quite beautiful, and you know, I'm shedding a tear right now.
It is beautiful. It's one of the more beautiful geodes we've seen today. I think that is an undoubtable truth. But the final geode on our slate today, guys, is the Chat geode. This is Chat's geode, and you know what? You might have looked at Pat's geode and gone, wow, that's some giant crystals right here. Well, I'll tell everybody, it's not all about size. Sometimes you just want a lot of crystals in a little bit of an area. And I think in terms of crystal per area, there is no greater geode than Chat's geode right here. Fine crystals coating the entire interior surface area of this geode means more sparkles, potentially the most sparkly geode that we've seen today. So vote for Chat's geode. A vote for Chat's geode is a vote for sparkles. So vote for Chat's geode. Okay, and now comes to the final vote. Chat, 1, if you would like to vote for Emma's mystery geode. 2, if you'd like to vote for Pat's big crystal geode. And 3, if you would like to vote, oh my gosh, and just on cue, my camera dies. Are you kidding me? And 3, if you'd like to vote for the sparkly geode, for Chat's sparkly geode. Pat, stall for 2 seconds. Pat, go for it.
Everybody, P's in the chat. P's in the chat. Oh, and 2s. P's and 2s. Woo! All right, we're stalling here. Emma, what do you think? What would you go for?
I have to admit defeat on this one, that compared to your crystal geode, mine just doesn't shine, does it? I can't deny.
I do love the unknown side of things for you. It's like there's so much potential there.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, I'll let you win this round just because we haven't seen the potential of my mystery one. Like a temporary win.
Okay,
Temporary
I'm
one.
seeing a
PPD.
few votes. I'm seeing a few votes for Emma's geode. I am seeing a few votes for the Chat's geode. But I think.
Should we do a straw poll,
I
or
think
do
we
you feel
do.
like you've got it?
Okay, we're gonna do a straw poll real quick, guys. Actually, yeah, I don't know if we have time for a straw poll. We're gonna kind of gauge it. I think it's 2. I think we really just got to give it to Patrick, as much as I hate to admit it. I think Patrick's gemstone is the winning gemstone. So, Patrick, congratulations. Number 2, Patrick's big crystal gemstone is now the official stream gem of World by Charlie Live. Patrick, how do you feel?
I'm truly blown away by the support I've gotten for Geode number 2. I want to thank my fans and everybody who's supported me in the chat and voted for me.
Yes.
You know, I always felt like this was a possibility, but to see it really happen is something else.
It's really a dream come true. Excellent. Yeah. Everybody, dubs in the chat. Throw some peas in the chat for Pat. Thank you so much for voting in today's contest. We've gone way over the time. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. I think we need to wrap up. I especially want to give a huge thank you to Emma. Emma, thank you so much for being here today and hanging out a lot longer than we had originally planned. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. It's been so much fun hanging out with all of you guys, and it's been such an amazing stream. I had a lot of fun.
Excellent. If you ever want to join again, you know how to join on the Discord. If you've seen anything from Patrick today, you've just seen that there are no rules, and you can kind of just storm in whenever you want. That's kind of how we run the game here. But guys, I'm spamming all of Emma's socials in the chat. We got YouTube, we got Instagram, we got Twitter. That's that. Emma, thank you so much for joining us. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. Chat, thank you so much for joining us today. Next week, we have a giant beetle unboxing. We have an entomologist coming on, and we're going to figure out how to mount giant Hercules beetle specimens like they do in museums. It's going to be super fun. So thank you so much, everybody. Ta-ta. Should we all say goodbye?
Yes, Emma, it's great to meet you.
And you guys, thank you.
All right, Emma, thank you guys so much. We'll chat to you later. Thank you guys so much, guys. Ta-ta. Hey, Emma, hold on to Discord for about 5 minutes. I'm going to talk to you in a bit. But everybody else, thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next week. I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ta. See you next time, everybody. Goodbye. Bye. Wait, I didn't have our final song queued up. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready to go. Okay. Ta-ta, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. See you, Diana. See you, Big Jim. See you, Julia. See you, Kevin. See you, Patricia. Bye, Mr. Cheese. See you, Annalise. Thanks for standing by. See you, Julia. Goodbye, Anne and Anne's class. Goodbye, Nada, if you're around. See you, Natalie. Kelly, catch you later, Kelly. Thanks so much for being here. Oh my gosh, no! Oh! Real quick, Kelly, thank you so much for the $10 dono. Appreciate it. In memory of Phil, our mantis. Phil, I'm so sorry to hear Phil didn't make it, Kelly. That's devastating. Phil, rest in peace. If anybody is here, let's throw some W's in the chat for Phil. I hope Phil is in a better place now. But Kelly, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Maybe we'll have a mantis next week. We'll have to wait and see. So thanks so much, Kelly. Thank you so much. All right. See you guys next week. See you next time. Bye, Abu. Bye, Julia. Bye, Ezekiel. See you, Charity. Thanks so much for being here, guys. All right. We'll catch you next time, guys. See ya.